Emoji are everywhere. While years ago they were written off as a millennial fad, it's become clear that these little symbols are here to stay. But where did emoji come from, and how did they take over the world? Before emoji, there were emoticons. These little symbols are made of letters, numbers, and punctuation that internet users already had available to them. It's hard to give an exact birth date to emoticons because researchers disagree about whether certain historical combinations of punctuation marks, like a colon and a parentheses, were purposeful or just typos. The safest estimate is that emoticons were invented in 1982 when the concept of smiley and frowny faces was proposed in an email by computer scientist Scott Fahlman. In the following decades, emoticons flourished in the creativity of early internet chat rooms. Some were simple, like the winky face and the heart, and some could get more complex, like the shrug emoticon, which combines punctuation and a Japanese character. These more complex emoticons, called Calmoji, were created in 1986 by people on ASCIINet, an early Japanese internet service. While emoticons were invented first, Calmoji are the direct ancestors of emoji. Emoticon and emoji look similar, but the words have nothing to do with each other. Emoticon is a portmanteau of the English words emotion and icon, but emoji is a portmanteau of the Japanese words e, meaning picture, and moji, meaning written character. In 1997, the Japanese phone company SoftBank released a new phone which included 90 pixelated characters that we would now call emoji. While they look very different, the first emoji set included recognizable ones like a cup of tea, a broken heart, and a smiling pile of poop. This was followed up in 1999 when another Japanese phone company, NTT Docomo, released a phone with 176 emoji. While these weren't the first emoji, it was this set that first gained popularity. For the most part, emoji were only used in Japan. The one notable exception was in 2003 when MSN added 30 emoticons to its messenger, many of which were animated. These were called emoticons, but they looked far more like emoji. In 2008, Apple added emoji to the iPhone, but only for Japanese iPhone users. The real turning point for emoji was in 2010 when they were added to the Unicode Consortium. The Unicode Consortium is an international council that creates technical standards for tech companies. Without these standards, it would be impossible for, say, an Apple iPhone and an Android phone to communicate with each other. The consortium assigns an alphanumeric value to all symbols, including punctuation and letters of the alphabet. Emoji also get a value from the consortium so that a computer knows when it gets a certain string of characters, it needs to produce an emoji smiley face or an emoji seal. When the Unicode Consortium took over emoji and created a universal standard, it allowed emoji to explode across the internet. The Unicode Consortium does not decide, however, what an emoji looks like. Facebook, Apple, Twitter, and other tech companies are given descriptions of what the emoji should convey and make the design themselves. That's why emoji vary depending on which platform you're using. In 2011, emoji were launched worldwide on Apple devices, and 2 years later, they appeared on Android devices. By 2015, they were universal enough that the face with tears of joy emoji was named Oxford Dictionary's Word of the Year. Today, there are more than 3,000 emoji at your disposal, with more being added every year. But the future of emoji is likely not so much about their creation as it is about how people use them. While 2 decades is an eternity in the tech world, it isn't that long in human years. In a single generation, emoji have transformed the way people communicate through text, and there's no telling how these cute symbols will continue to evolve.